Hey everybody, the weekend is here and it is time for Last Call. It is rivalry weekend here in MLS. Jonah Friedman here with armchair analyst Matt Doyle back from Seattle. Welcome back, Matt, and let's get to the action. The number 5 game this weekend on our list, Sporting Kansas City hosting New England.
Top of the Eastern Conference, Sporting Kansas City. They've really stamped their authority on it the past couple of weeks. However, they are coming off a pretty bad 2-1 loss to Houston. They didn't look sharp. They didn't look dynamic going forward. They'll want to address that as soon as possible. They need to start finding goals. The gimmies they were creating off of that high pressure, off the turnovers earlier in the year, those have kind of dried up, so they've had to struggle to build some goals, and they haven't been great at it. New England, on the other hand, they've looked good in possession. They've lacked the final pass and the final touch in the final third. Cyrus Hen's goals have dried up. Jerry Bengtson, who won't be with the team, he's with Honduras. He hasn't been the answer. Blake Brett Schneider, really good player, really bad finisher. So other than the occasional Lee Win rocket, there aren't a lot of answers for New England right now. They need to start finding them or they're going to fall out of this playoff race.
You can catch that one on Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. It is on MLS Live.
Number 4 on our list, the Whitecaps host the Earthquakes.
And both teams coming off kind of shaky finales in their midweek results. Vancouver losing a victory basically over LA. They drew that one on that late strike by Jose Villarreal. And San Jose escaping what would have been a draw after a late collapse, you could say, against FC Dallas. But really the team in worse shape right now is Vancouver. They are winless in 4 straight. And they're really remaking this team on the fly. Barry Robson now in central midfield, kind of putting his stamp on the team. Dane Richards up on the right side. Kenny Miller could get his debut in this game, and they've really got to figure things out before they keep falling in the Western Conference race. San Jose, best road record in the league. Chris Wondolowski did not score against FC Dallas on Wednesday. The last time he went 2 games scoreless in MLS play, it was last August. So you have to figure that he's going to be one to watch. Vancouver really needs this one, though.
And that'll be Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern on MLS Live.
Number 3, it's Rocky Mountain Cup time again. RSL hosting Colorado.
One of the fiercest rivalries in the league, despite the fact that RSL have really owned it the past couple of years. Every time these two teams meet, somehow RSL seems to pull something out in the last couple of minutes, whether it's an error by Matt Pickens, who's usually so reliable, or just building a fantastic goal. And they need that this week, coming off the 5-0 thrashing in San Jose. They need to rebound. They need to get a big win over a rival. It would, I think, help their confidence, especially for some of the younger guys on the team who really are kind of at sea a little bit. Colorado, on the other hand, are totally at sea. They're just finding ways to lose games. A team with this many veterans shouldn't. 1-0, 2-1, just giving up bad goals at the end, and they have so much firepower on paper. It should work. It's not. So it's a rivalry game. It's both teams desperate for a win. I think we'll see fireworks. I think it'll actually open up a little bit because both teams will push for it. I hope that's what we see. Either way, this game always ends up being pretty entertaining.
And don't forget, both Kyle Beckerman and Jeff Lorenovitz are going to miss this one, but it's still going to be a good one. Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern on MLS Live.
Number 2 on our list, the LA Super Classico as the Galaxy host Chivas USA.
Yeah, and sometimes things really aren't on the line when these two meet. They are this time. It's a classic 6-pointer. Chivas only behind LA for 5th place in the Western Conference by 4 points right now, but they've also got 3 games in hand on LA. And there's also the 3rd edition of the Super Classico in only 2 weeks' time. So right now, Chivas is feeling it. They came off a good win against Portland in midweek, and they've still got the Galaxy's name. They're targeting, they're gunning for them. Jose Eric Correa just celebrated his birthday on Friday. He'll want to make a mark in this game, maybe get some extra birthday points. And of course, the Galaxy coming off a big tie up in Vancouver in midweek. And David Beckham now has 3 goals in his last 2 games. The man is on fire. And this is going to be one not to be missed.
That's Saturday night on Telefutura at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Number 1 on our list is also the first match of this weekend. It is the New York Red Bulls hosting their I-95 rivals, Philadelphia Union.
Bad blood rivalry. It's developed in a really short time. Philly, after the Peter Nowak dismissal, have really caught fire under John Hackworth. They've won 4 of their last 5. They've looked good doing it, stringing passes together, getting goals from Jack McInerney, Antoine Hapano, finding answers all over the field. It's a totally different team, and they're playing with a ton of confidence. The Red Bulls, on the other hand, have been in a bit of a slump, but you got a slump buster with Thierry Henry. The goal he scored Wednesday against the Chicago Fire was just magnificent. And as long as this guy is fit and motivated and healthy, New York are always in the game. They're one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference just based on points. Put him in there, and they might be favorites to take the conference crown. They'll want to show it against Philadelphia, and they have the goods to. It should be a great game. It'll be a full stadium with fans that don't like each other. Great atmosphere. It's what you want from a rivalry game.
You've got to think that those Union fans are not going to enjoy seeing Sebastian Le wearing that other team's colors. That is on Saturday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. It is on ESPN. There will be a live chat on MLSsoccer.com. That'll do it. Make sure you check back all weekend for recaps and reactions from these games and all the rest of the action. We'll see you next week.